What's up guys, Chartsmith here, back again with a daily update video for you guys. Let's get straight into it. I'm gonna start at 1 hour because the 4 hour isn't really interesting apart from the fact that we confirmed this higher low and now we're making a higher high. I talked about it yesterday. We tapped in this nice demand zone. Probably if we're gonna gain this high, the rotation towards this high is really likely. Well, we put in this higher low, then we gained this high. We immediately pushed over this high and confirmed our high time frame high low over here as well. So what can we expect today? We can expect more upside. Price can just pump through, or price can consolidate for a bit, maybe even create an accumulation. It all doesn't have to happen today, of course, or it can dump down again, put in a higher low somewhere like this. It has a lot of opportunities. But for now, it's up until proven otherwise, and I'm only looking at longs, just like I did yesterday. I didn't take a trade yesterday. Not really interesting things to be seen there. This morning, I just jumped behind my computer as well because I was doing some shopping in the supermarket and that kind of stuff. Things have to be done as well, and then I spotted a nice trade I probably would have taken in a moment. So let's get into that because yeah, the 1 hour and the 4 hour etc is not really interesting. It's just pumping. Let's get into the 15-minute. I have this 1 hour for value gap mapped out just because it is in between two struggle points in this whole down move. It is the last for value gap on a 1 hour that is left behind before you trade it below this low. So maybe the market is gonna respect it as an inverse if you inverse it, or as a bearish for value gap to reject it. It doesn't need to, but I just have it in my chart. On a 15-minute, before Asia started, you put in this higher low, you made a higher high. So this is a order block, demand zone, how you want to call it, that I put in my chart. Maybe the market wants to test it back, then it's a nice PY zone to look at longs. Well, you tapped in it at 7 o'clock. So you tapped in the demand zone. After that tap in the demand zone, you pushed up again. Because people overall are bullish, they expect bullish order flow, so they're gonna put in some long orders, of course. Then I want to zoom in on this push. If you draw on a structure, you can see we'll make this high, higher low, higher high. We put in this higher low, and then we make a higher high. What happens here? A lot of people are gonna start buying because you gain a high again, you put in a higher low. So what do people expect? People expect we're gonna make a new higher low and then we're gonna make a higher high. That is exactly what the big money and the market makers like to do. They like to create some bullish scenarios for the retail to get in, like this move. That's the really early buyers that get in. And you obviously have this move. What do? They push price above the high again. After they push price above the high, they're gonna liquidate all the people that started buying here and have their stop losses below here, below here, below here. It doesn't really matter. There's a lot of buying and selling here. So they can take over the positions, take out this low. They also take out this low. You get an SMT. Yeah, then it's just pretty clear. If you look at the volume as well, big volume, that probably you can expect for price to get to at least this high, and Asia high is really likely because you're gonna leave open Asia high, and this is apart from this high a really strong liquidity point. You also got a really nice present of a bearish value gap here to inverse. Market inverses the gap, and you test it perfectly. Stop loss below this low, of course, and then you could cash 2.5 risk to reward at the Asia high. I can't say what I would have done in a moment if I would have cashed my whole position there. It's really likely I at least would have cashed tourist reward, but I'm a pretty safe and passive trader, so I like to have some money. I don't want to get greedy and just take 25% of my position here, or even 50%. That comes down to 1.5 risk to reward, and then I put it on break even, and it gets stopped out break even. Then I have nothing left. So I at least one. I think I probably would have cashed the whole position because there's nothing to the left to target apart from this lunch high here. So I probably would have cashed the whole position. If I didn't, I would have at least cashed 2 risk to reward, because if you're gonna cash 2 risk to reward, you can be a really profitable trader. Then I would have put my stop loss at break even. Then unfortunately would have stopped out. The price just went up, but that doesn't matter because the money has already been cashed, and we can get on to the next one. So this is a trade I spotted this morning. Couldn't play it unfortunately, but you can play them all. Really nice one though. I hope you guys can study this and learn something from it, because it's a fucking gem. Don't sleep on it. Yeah. Further, the market has just been pumping. It's a great London for the people that started buying this morning. GG. But that's the idea for today. Spitted a bit too much knowledge on you guys, so I hope some people will learn from it. I hope some people will study it. If you don't, your own loss. If you do, great job, brother. You're gonna get somewhere someday. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by giving me a like, subscribing to the channel. Also, please leave behind comments. Be a bit critic about my videos. I can always learn. I know I can do better, but I have to get some feedback from you guys. There's some links in the bio that you can use. Maybe join the Discord channel. There we communicate with like-minded traders. We want to build a community with people like us, so we can grow together, make each other better, learn from each other, whatever. I hope to see you there, and then I will see you again tomorrow. Ciao!